Lisa, best way was to bring her up.
Oh, okay.
We want to have a dance union contact.
We think we need to join.
But I didn't want to say anything downstairs because, you know, Sonia wouldn't mean to, but she'd say something.
Yeah, around. She indirectly says things, but she doesn't mean to.
Doesn't mean she's not doing it.
He's brilliant.
Yeah. I said, you know what I was saying?
Has he, after what you said yesterday, have they replied?
I don't think so, but Sam said to me yesterday, he collared me as I was walking back from seeing you, and he said, oh hello, he said, you know, how you... Oh no, this was after you gone. He said, how are you doing, how are you feeling? I said, yeah, alright. I said, obviously, nothing sorted, is it? And he said, no, he said, Rob's uni bloke has come in all guns blazing or something, and he said, I don't think it's done anybody any favours because Rob wanted to get it sorted, and I really had to bite my tongue because I wanted to say, you know,
well, if it saves
you've
him
done
his
it
job,
correctly,
and if it saves him his job, does it matter?
But he's absolutely torn the thing to shreds.
Yeah, he said he was shaking after that meeting, Sam.
Yeah, they all turned on each other apparently.
All blaming each other.
Neil and Doug were at loggerheads.
Who was?
Doug and Neil.
Oh, is it the
uni
bloke?
bloke. We're at loggerheads together, and Doug was bowed out of the next meeting.
Oh, really?
Because Neil said to Doug, oh, Doug, are you related to anybody on the investigation panel? And he said, yes. He said, Caroline's my wife. And Neil said, so you're going to make a unbiased decision when your wife is doing the investigation? And to which he said, well, you know, if you don't want me the next time, then I won't attend. And Neil said, no, he said, do come. He said, because, you know, we don't have a problem about people being at work that fall in love. He said, that happens, isn't it? Really? If you can't fall in love at work, he said, when can you?
Yeah.
And he just annihilated them all.
Yeah,
and they all were looking at the...
I just wish
they all
that
looking
they'd
at
have
the
him
floor,
first
they
before
didn't
they had
know.
Emma, because I think they might have, you know, things might have been different, because obviously they got torn to shreds afterwards.
Yeah.
She didn't have a union person, I don't know.
No, she did.
Oh,
yeah,
that's all right.
I don't know if her one was as good as his one.
Right,
But yeah, he just he said, you know, I don't know how you can call this an investigation. It's an absolute car crash. He said, you've not done this, you haven't done that. He said, this is all part of the ACAS code you should be following. He turned to Caroline and said, because she was just sitting there like that, to which Sam wanted her to answer a question, and she just said no. She didn't answer it. And again, Neil turned to Caroline and said, I really don't mean to be patronising, but I can't believe I'm having to tell the head of HR how to do an investigation.
Apart from that, how long have we been saying?
Yeah.
As HR, she's useless.
Yeah. Doug was then like, he was like, so Robbie, what do you want us to do? Because if Neil was like, you know, you need to re-interview these 4 people. We need times, dates, other witnesses, who was in the room, what trigger, you know, all this stuff. He said, you've not done any of this. He said, you've just taken, I don't know how you could do that and feel that you have evidence. He said, it's just a car crash.
It's just gossip.
Yeah, so, and then Doug was like, so Robbie, do you really want us to go and ask? Because he was then like, you know, if we find anything out, then you're... And so they had a meeting, and you know, they said, well look, they're going to have to come up with times and dates. They're going to have to go into that disciplinary meeting and stand up in front of Robbie.
Well, that is what Jane has always said.
Yeah.
Jane has said, didn't she, all along, with Kirsten.
People stand outside with them creeping up the stairs.
Jane said all along with Kirsten, they make the people that said it stand and say it in front of them.
Yeah, which is what they're going to have to do.
Yeah, good.
And they're going to crumble. But yeah, he was just on fire. He really was. He come to meet them before, about an hour and a half before. He got into the 3rd page and he said no. He said tell them I'm going to be late. He said this is a mess. So he said to Rob, ring him and tell him I'm stuck in traffic. He said this is just a shambles. But yeah, he's just they got to the point where they kind of, Andrew didn't know where to put her face apparently. They were clearly very cocky and arrogant commenders.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they'd gone in ready to attack Rob, and they didn't think that they were going to be ripped to shreds.
They went in there with an agenda to get rid of
Yeah.
him, I think, and they thought it was done and dusted.
Emma was meant to find out by letter on Friday. I'm sure the pair of them were down for the sack.
Yeah.
After Rob's thingy, 2 days later she had a phone call saying that to her.
That's
I think
what I'm saying.
I think they panicked.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Good.
convinced they were both down for the sack.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the impression. We're not that anyone said, but we've had a feeling.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
want rid.
Yeah,
because
They
it's-
want rid.
And because it's their opportunity to get rid of high-paid, RPK staff.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm
But
saying. So I said, I think we need to
they
join
want
me.
to get-
Yeah, I
Yeah,
need to.
so-
I've been advised to.
ask for this bloke Neil. Because he's
Ask
he's
her.
just
Well,
I don't
when
even
is this
know.
contact?
Unite. They're called Unite.
Oh, right.
Union.
So anybody
And at
can have
first
them.
we
It
thought,
isn't.
because they couldn't come to that first meeting, so it was all rearranged around them. We were all a bit pissed off and a bit thinking, oh fucking hell, like bloody useless. You know, I was sitting there calling him
Yeah.
useless.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, he's well worth the money.
Yeah.
But yeah, they all, he just, like I said, just absolutely ripped him to shreds. The 4 of them just crumbled. Almost turned on each other a bit. Doug bailed out with the next one. Neil walked into the room. Andrew had the chairs lined up so it would be them 4 versus
Yeah.
the others. Neil's walked straight in the room, walked round and sat right next to Andrew. But apparently she only got to, she stood up and started to introduce herself and then obviously welcome, you know, as you have to do. She only got about a sentence and a half in before he said, I've got to stop you there. And then off he went. But I think even Jackie and Rob were like, because they just haven't, you know, they've not followed it.
No,
If they didn't know
not
what
at all.
to do, that's what legal things are there for, to help you do.
But it's also the
They've
fact
not
that they've got,
done
I feel
They've got no
there's an
experience.
agenda.
Of course there is.
I mean, that's what I said, we look at us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was another thing that,
I've been obviously told that
Robbie
I'm,
was told
you know,
on the
watching
phone.
myself.
Right, yeah.
So,
yeah, well, join this bloody union.
That's what we just thought.
Robbie was told
I wonder
about...
is she unison?
Emma's
Emma's
RBK.
No, what I meant was she's unison. But did she get... What did she
They're
get
not
the
with the
RBK?
same- yeah,
Yeah,
not
what I
with the
meant was
same-
before we used to get the RBK rep, who obviously it was very
Somebody
difficult.
called
because-
Sally.
Yeah, but we used to get the RBK rep. And the problem with them is they've been paid by RBK. So it was they were always absolutely good. I mean, James next week
This
something
guy,
like
this
this,
new
and they were useless.
regional manager.
Yeah, we want somebody
who knows his stuff, because
Yeah.
they just tore him to shreds. And there was another thing that Robbie was told by Sam or something, that he couldn't have a representative for the interviews. And Neil said, so, you know, why did you tell, you know, why didn't Robbie bring somebody?
Yeah.
And Sam was like, Robbie, I spoke to you on the phone. I said, and Neil said, no. He said, it doesn't matter what you said to Robbie on the phone. He said, why isn't it in writing? And Sam was just like, it never matters, you know, everything should be written in writing, sent in writing. And the fact that Robbie had to ask them for the interviews, apparently they should have just been sent, he should never have to have asked.
Everything was just rubbish.
They didn't even get, you know, Jackie's got this whole folder about, you know, of evidence to support Rob, and they didn't even open it because it was just annihilated.
Before, yeah, it wasn't moving, yeah.
So I don't know, because they're panicking
What time
now.
is it? When is it the 8th?
8 at 9 o'clock.
No,
Is that our Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they will have to re-interview those 4 by then.
Yeah. And are they going to have to appear? I know I'm not supposed to know
Well,
this.
they need to.
Yeah, I already know that, yeah.
I think they should be. Yeah, James always said that, isn't she?
They need to,
Can't
they
believe
need to
there's nothing
stand there.
there.
Do they
and say
realise?
when-
I mean, there are some people here who are related. Do they realise that?
I don't know.
And I don't know whether they're the complaint. Well, some of the people that said things
No,
are both
they
related.
do know because I've told you.
Oh right, okay. I was thinking obviously of his name. I thought, do they realise because their name's different that
Yeah.
that they're, and whether that's whether that's also a concern. If there's only a certain number of people running them down, and 2 of them are, you know, it may be absolutely completely independent, but you just don't know, do you?
He's just scared, like he doesn't want to come back. He obviously wants to clear his name, but
Yeah.
he's like, how can I go back?
maybe
Especially if he's battling with balance, because he feels like anything they're going to be on him like.
Yeah.
But Emma, that's how Emma feels. Emma's done it.